Hello, my name is Kian Redhead. I want to tell you a story about something my foster brother Simon experienced a few years ago. I call him my brother because my sister and I were in foster care, and he was my sister's foster brother. This happened about 3 or 4 years ago when Simon was around 8 or 9 and I was 11. Simon, though somewhat fun, could also be a bit annoying. The rest of us playing were my sister Kiana, who was 10, and our older foster brother Gage, who was also 10. It was a weekend night near spring or summer in York Landing, Manitoba, in Canada, a very small reserve where we all lived. It was late, about 10 p.m., and it was raining. We decided to play manhunt. We all picked Simon to be it, and he gave us 30 seconds to run and hide. Since we all lived on a reserve, we had practically a whole forest, or a very large backyard, to hide in. I went to the backyard, heading close to the sandy pit where they kept gravel for construction. The rain had made the sand muddy. I went toward the bushes to hide, and Kiana was with me. Simon's perspective. Simon started searching and went down the trail that leads to the sandy pit. He took a left and started walking up the neighbor's path to loop back toward the houses. Then, he thought he saw me and Kiana walking together. He smiled and began following the figures, even though Kiana and I were already hidden. Simon stopped and dropped to the ground when one of the figures looked back at him, then took a sharp right into a forestry trail. He thought he heard us calling his name, so he backed away and went toward the house. My perspective. After a while, we hadn't heard from Simon, and no one had screamed, so Kiana and I went back to the house. Everyone was there, except Simon. After about 2 minutes of waiting, we all started to call out for him. We headed toward the neighbor's yard and found him walking toward us, crying. We hugged him and asked him what happened. He told us everything. We went and told the adults, but they didn't believe us. Simon said that he heard us call his name, and that's when he ducked to the ground and hid. He said the figure looked back when it heard us calling. I don't live there anymore, but Simon and Gage still do. Sometimes Kiana and I talk about it, and it gives me chills thinking about it. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if Simon had followed that figure into the trail. I think it could have been a skinwalker pretending to be me and Kiana to lure him away.